Look at that, we're back. It has been so long.
So long.
So very long.
And I actually managed to remember where I was going with that story.
Yeah, okay, so
Yeah,
Bob and George, coloring sprites.
Yeah, coloring sprites. I used the Mega Man 7, basic blue and cyan Mega Man.
Yeah.
But for the shadow colors, there was at least 2 colors for shadows on the 7 sprites, I believe. Like 2 shades of either darker blue or black. But I remember just kind of messing around. I changed the shadow to red, so to 2 tones of red.
Yeah.
And it looked like, like following the rules of shadow, it looked like he was still mostly blue, but he had that red, the red where his shadow should be, and it actually looked like he was looking into somewhere where there was like a lot of fire light. Like if you were in a dark room and fire was the only light, you'd have that, the red, the kind, the slight red-orange tinge to what you see. Like, whoever's listening, do it yourself and you'll see what I'm talking about.
They probably already have.
Probably. Anyone who read Bob and George already has.
Probably. Actually, one thing that got me is, you know how Bob was the 2 shades of gray Proto Man?
Yes.
Totally. Oh, wow. I didn't know those. Damn. That's...
Can you can recollect them?
No, these things die in one hit from the search snake, and they're easy to hit.
With the search snake.
Yeah.
So
never tried that before. I totally should have.
Yeah, these.
I hate this section.
Yeah.
But in Mega Man 10, when you're playing as Proto Man, when you get the wheel cutter from Nitro Man. Oh,
you turned that same shade of
two-tone
gray.
Yeah, the same 2-tone gray that Bob is.
It's too bad it wasn't alternate Bob with the purple scarf.
That would have been interesting. I think no matter what, he always had the purple scarf.
Did he? No, I want to say that alternate Bob had the scarf.
Yeah, he did. He had the purple scarf. I probably just misspoke. In 10, no matter what color he turned, he always had the yellow scarf. Right. I said purple, didn't I?
Yeah,
I did.
Oh, okay, that's what confused me.
Yeah, in 10, like, no matter what colors Proto Man turned, he always had his yellow. That never changed colors, as far as I remember.
Right.
Spurkman.
I believe he ended the comic back in 2006 or 7.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
And now it's just an archive of.
Well, the MS Paint Masterpieces still updates.
Yeah, I that was one of the later ones in the website's life cycle. So it still goes. Like, he's still following. Well, obviously he's not following the exact Mega Man story.
No, it's really good though.
I remember reading all the way through at least the Mega Man 1 arc with Anchor and so forth.
Yeah. Well, he just finished the 2.
Jeez.
Yeah.
After 8 years.
Yeah. The guy takes. Hang on, I gotta scratch my.
I know that
he takes long breaks in between.
He calls them MS Paint Masterpiece for a reason.
Yeah.
Because I think he is doing. And don't quote me on this. I don't know if he uses any kind of anything other than MS Paint to modify or import or export. Yeah, this is just turning into like a Bob and George cast.
Yeah, it is.
That's my favorite running gag was the "ack my ovaries" joke.
That really was a good comic, though. It really was.
Yeah. And how at the end of, I think it was like 3 had Gamma. Yeah, 3 had Gamma because 3 has Top Man.
Yeah.
Like the end of the 3 story arc was the 3 story arc where Wily took away Mega Man's dumb luck, right? And he was super intelligent.
Yeah.
And he gave Rush the ability to speak. During the flashback arc. And then and like Gamma crushes the limbless torso of Mega Man at the end, underfoot, and then Dr. Cossack saves the day by having a enormous Eddie robot crush Gamma, who is still on top of Mega Man. Lots of, and then of course the ever hilarious 2 to 3 4-panel comic length discussion over physics that would happen. That someone's head would explode by the end of that joke arc.
Well, still, what was it like? The super smart Mega Man and Bass from a different dimension.
Yeah,
like ridiculously intelligent.
And had all the original Bob met them, and like they built him the portal gun.
Yeah.
To go to the different alternate universes and justify. Here come the Doc robots, and justify the longest running joke in the series.
Yeah. I tell you what, a couple of the Doc robots are some of the absolute hardest bosses that I've ever fought in a Mega Man game, because there's like they've got the same pattern as their, I don't want the Rush Cat,
as the predecessors.
Yeah, but since Doc Robot is so much bigger and harder to dodge,
yeah,
it's
hitboxes matter, people.
Yeah. If Doc Robot had been about the same size as the other Robot Masters, it wouldn't have been a big deal. But like, okay, with Quickman and with Woodman,
like with Quickman, he just tries to run into you and throws his boomerang occasionally.
Yeah, and he's so big, he's just hard to get away from.
Yeah. I always like that little, they used using the background elements with the actual level pieces. The spinny things where they're actually platforms that push you off if you take too long.
Magnet Man fights Metal Man.
And it's the Mega Man 2 boss music, isn't it?
Look at that. Look at him squat. Ah!
Oh yeah, because he doesn't have the track, so he's not gonna. You're not gonna be running back and forth. I think that was a missed opportunity.
It was. I don't think there's any conveyors like that in 3.
No, like the closest thing were those things that you were running on just now, and of course the classic Mega Man spiked wall pit. And I like how you make the same drop, and now the background is damaged. Because when you first come here, the screen is intact. Take that whatchamacallit, a memory, but it like stuff like that is stuff to do with the memory of the game, right?
Probably, most likely.
Spawning and despawning enemies. Oh, that slowdown.
And here we are, end of the stage. And
I just remember what my favorite thing ever was. It was the end of the, I believe the Mega Man 4 or 5 story arc with the endless clones of all previous Robot Masters. Oh, that's right. It was Bob who was in charge, and he was playing the role of Proto Man in 5, and so he just had a machine that was copying every Robot Master and just sending them at the cast.
Yeah.
And then, I can't remember what it was, but they kept they had to keep killing Ran to get his overpowered atomic Ran Buster.
Yeah.
Which it was so powerful that he died anytime he used it. But then again, he died hitting his head against the ceiling of a ventilation shaft. So
yeah, he took like 0 damage. He was so weak
because he was made by cheap, unreliable Russian parts.
Yep. Capitalism.
But yeah, they kept killing Ran clones because he was so cheap to make that they just had countless copies of him, and he would be teleported to the last place he died. And so they kept killing Ran clones to get copies of his Mega Buster, or his Ran Buster. And I think they fed them to Mega Man or something.
Turned him into the Mega Hulk.
Yeah, into the Mega Hulk. And my favorite thing of all time was the animated comic. The animated comic where you have to click on it and it goes to the next thing, and he's after destroying wave after wave of seas of Robot Masters, he's just this giant Hulk.
I hate this one.
Uh-oh.
This version of Airman is such a bastard.
Whoops. But now you can slide.
And for that particular air pattern, it doesn't make much difference.
Right, for that one. But that one, you can avoid.
Yeah. But I mean, look at the condition I'm in.
Yeah. Worse for the wear. That's not health. You don't have the energy converter.
Yeah, honestly, after a fight like that, they really should give you health.
This isn't Mega Man X.
Yeah.
Press A. Yeah, after destroying just seas of Robot Masters, the Mega Hulk, his stomach starts rumbling, and the last panel is him in the middle of just this ocean of Robot Masters, and just this slow, white orb engulfing the entire panel, representing all of those nuclear Ran Busters going off inside of Mega Man.
I vaguely remember that.
He just swallows the entire comic.
Yeah, see, there's one of them.
Boing. Well, but this is a dot. Oh, that was pretty good.
Okay. I didn't remember that happening before.
Yeah, uh-oh.
I've actually got I need to farm here for just a minute. I hate doing it, but I kind of need to. Or is your chair not cooperating?
Yeah, how do I get the bottom to shift, but not the back?
I'm not sure if that one can do that.
Does it have an extra... No? Oh well. I just want a level seat. The back is fine.
Well, maybe...
No, it's all good.
Yeah, check with Denise. Was her chair first? Gotta spit your balls at me.
And this time you're not getting hit by them.
No.
You've learned your lesson.
Nobody wants balls in the face. Unless they do, and then okay, fine. I don't judge.
So many objects on the screen, spawning and moving. It was the 90s. No, this was still coming out in the late 80s. 3 was, I believe.
Yeah, it's I think 89 or something.
Didn't 2 of them come out
same year?
Yeah, the same year, published in the same year.
I think so, actually.
There was at least 2 of them where they were. I think it was
one at the start of the year, one at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Ah, crap. I'm running long. Okay.
We will kill this boss.
What's up, mini boss?
And
Well, I'm still gonna be farming, so I'll tell you what. We're just gonna save you guys the pain, and we're gonna kill the recording, and I'll pick it back up after I beat this one, so you don't watch me kill the same thing over and 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 over.